All right, now the Cleveland Cavaliers, may be interested in Jerami Grant. Should the Detroit Pistons consider uh trading Grant in the division? Or, do you just say altogether, no, I'm not trading him in the division? Now, we're not just talking about in the conference, you're talking about in the division. I believe they play each division team 4 times. I believe 2 on the road, 2 at home. That consists of Indiana, Milwaukee, Chicago, and us make up that division. I believe it is. So, um, and to think about it, man, I mean, you look at Cleveland roster real quick, and pretty much that's probably what they missing. Go through their roster real quick, but that's pretty much probably what they truly are missing. Because you think about it, they got a lot of really good versatile fours. You got a versatile guy, Kevin Love, who may not be exactly what he was at one point, uh, but he gave that veteran presence, give you a couple minutes. Got Laurie Marketing, got Jared Allen, you got um yeah, so you got those guys. Then you look at everywhere else. You got Darius Garland, who said he might take less to keep Colin Sexton, which that probably won't happen. And then you got Karis LeVert. So Karis LeVert, Darius Garland might be their backcourt, and at the three, you're looking at the three. And they might be like, Isaac Okoro, he might be expendable. We might could put him in a deep freezer and continue to develop him. Um, so let's read the article real quick. So it says report Jerami Grant could be a realistic trade target for the Cavs this summer. It says Cleveland Cavaliers, were 1 win away from reaching the playoffs this season. However, they lost consecutive games in the play-in tournament to Brooklyn Nets and Atlanta Hawks. There are high expectations for the team next season, especially since it's young players who are expected to continue to develop. The front office could decide to further bolster the roster by acquiring key players, according to Cavs insider Evan Damarel. A realistic trade target that could emerge for the Cavs this offseason is Jerami Grant of the Detroit Pistons. Quote, on one hand, they could always package those picks along with a contract of someone like Laurie Markin or Karis LeVert, along with the future first, to get a player that could provide more of an immediate impact, wrote Damarel. I hope I'm saying right. Sources say Detroit Jeremy Grant could be a realistic trade target this summer. It just depends on whether or not the Cavaliers are willing to sweeten the pot compensation wise. That's where those 2 second rounders could become key. They could be just enough to push Hyper trade over the finish line for Grant. Have that trade with Grant over the finish line. Second round picks ain't pushing shit. Let's just be realistic. They ain't pushing nothing. We don't want your trashy ass seconds, you know, and y'all don't have to sweeten the pot more than some seconds in the first, honestly, because y'all in the division, and that's just the way it is. So y'all in the division now. Karis LeVert, kind of health kind of been back and forth, but as a guy that can bolster the bench, that can work. The guy that can really bolster the bench, you say, you know what, man, we like you. Somebody can defend, but you're just really not a full time player. So yeah, you bringing Karis LeVert off the bench with Isaiah Livers right there and there. That's a great 1-2 punch right there off your bench. And you continue to look. And can they do a sign and trade for Colin Sexton if the Pistons want him? Yeah, they could. I mean, you can get him for free though. I mean, but you could just throw him in a deal if you want to. But when you start to look and you say, well, do I want anything? Would I want anything else? And you probably say, well, do I want to package a couple of these dudes? We want Laurie Marketing. Somebody that could stretch the floor. You say Karis LeVert, Laurie Marketing in the first, then cool. I don't know how the contracts would match up per se, but you look at them: 14 points a game, 15 points a game, 5.7 rebounds. I mean, but the thing about him is that's like at this point getting him is like what, man, if we don't, only 24 too, about to be 25 in this month, and you said, well, if he can't you tell yourself if he can't you know get one of those fours, this makes sense. Laurie Marketing, you take Ivy or Shaden Sharp or somebody like that, or Benedict, man, I don't know. That might make sense. So if I can't get a four, I'll go ahead and put Laurie Marketing out there. But the thing about it is, If I can't get Shaq, Jabari Smith, I don't like Keegan Murray, or whatever it may be, I can't get those top three guys, Paolo, Shaq, and Smith, and I don't like Keegan Murray. Then you gotta say, well, Laurie Marketing at the four, that's a temporary hole right there. But then again, then you gotta find somebody at the five. That's a fact. You gotta find somebody at the five that can defend the rim. And then when you talk about getting somebody to go in the backcourt, then you gotta emphasize on Cade Cunningham and everybody else playing team defense. So that's the thing about it. That's one of the things that you look at Paulo Brancho. He's not a bad defender, but you just lack so many really good ones. So Karis LeVert gonna bolster you defensive wise, and that's kind of possibly where the train may stop right there, because you're gonna end up like you may end up like Charlotte, a whole bunch of just good individuals offensively, but defensively, man, you got to make them play good. And a lot of these, everybody in the NBA got athleticism, got the athleticism to be good defenders. And Marketing right now, he got 2 more years left on those 16 and 7. So that's good money right there. I'll do that. Marketing, Karis LeVert in the first, even if it's a future first. Hopefully it's the first next year, and I'll do that in a minute. And if not, so if they said, well, nah, we good, right? And they say, we good or whatever. I'm giving y'all both of them. Let me see what Karis LeVert contract look like. See what his contract look like. He around this. I remember he signed this deal. He around the same deal real quick. So around 17, 18. So yeah, you be digging into that money though, unless you can line up some contracts to make it work. But 27, good defender. And then you look and you say, well, outside of that, I'll do that. I'll do that for Jerami Grant. But if they say, oh no, and you want to do one player for a first round draft pick, maybe look at Isaac Okoro. Take Isaac Okoro in the first for Jerami Grant. I know he can defend, right? We know he can defend. Offensively, that'd be the issue. But one thing that you're doing anyway, you just ask for him. You just ask him to continue to develop offensively. You ain't got to be the greatest offensive player. You need some of them Tony Allen's, Junkyard Dogs, Ruben Pattersons. You need somebody, them Derek Fishers, who gonna go out there and defend. And one thing you get with him right away is somebody in the backcourt that Cade ain't got to fight for the ball, and somebody who a pit bull back there defensively. Now you get a great individual defender in the backcourt with Cade Cunningham, somebody that's not gonna take the ball away from him. Then you go and say, what, if I'm able to get Shad Holmgren and then able to get back in the first round somehow, or I'm able to get Mohamed Bamba and really teach him. So now you went from a team that defensively didn't have any premier defenders or close, next closest one was Killian Hayes. Now you add Isaac Okoro, you can add Shad Holmgren, but then if you can add you can add a rim defender, it's somebody like Mohamed or Mark Williams in the draft, or Jalen Durham. Now you went from a team with no real elite defenders out there to Isaac Okoro potential is over. His cup is overflow in potential. Shad Holmgren really can defend, and then you go Mark Williams, Mohamed Bamba, or whoever in the five. You now now you talking about emphasizing team defense now. So Okoro in the first, I'll do that. I'll do that in a heartbeat, because he give you a real defensive guy, could take the tough matchups in the backcourt for Cade Cunningham, and they both athletic, they both young, and he gonna continue to develop. He shot 35% from three this year versus last year, so he probably took less. So yeah, I'm with that, man. But let me know what you girls and guys think. You trade with Cleveland, or you say no, in the division, or you really want to sweeten the pot more than not. Now I'm sweetening it, but hey, let me know what you think in the comment section. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit on notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, we drop a video. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist for more videos like this. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Like I said, check out Detroit Piston Talk Highlights for more videos like this. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, response, video requests, all my social media links there. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.